Well, hello. On a Monday, fun day, fun day. Monday. What's up, everybody? What's up, Soul Tribe? New people, old people, you stalkers, I see you too. I see you. What's up, YouTube? I am your High Priestess Phoenix. I am your all-seeing, knowing, freaking High Priestess. I'm the Oracle. I am your sage, your shaman, your light worker, your starseed, your mystic, your medium to the spirit realm, and ultimately just a messenger of God. I am the Lilith reincarnated. Please call me Phoenix in this lifetime. I would appreciate it. Not that if you said Lilith, I wouldn't turn my head. You could say Lisa and I'll turn my head. You could call me freaking Lucky and I'm going to turn my head. But I really appreciate looking to someone that knows me by Phoenix. Anyways, so I am here to you as a messenger from God. For anybody new, in order to keep up with me and understand how God has been speaking and working and how long this has been happening, you're going to have to catch some other videos and probably a short. And definitely go look at my community page because it all runs together. I am a whole broadcasting system over here. Broadcasting confirmations and all this great stuff. All of God's wonders are coming to you through me. I am not a tarot reader, although later today I will pull some tarot cards because it's a form of divination. It's a form of channeling messages through the divine. Thank you. So they just gave me a picture. So there's a couple things we need to talk about. Messages from the divine. Obviously you're seeing that, damn, this bitch really does talk to God. Yeah, I told you the floods were coming. I told you all of this. I tell you everything all the time. My job is to prophesize, tell you the message, walk through the message, confirm the message, and keep it moving. So today's our new message. But in order to keep it moving, we still have to confirm what has already been said. You know what I mean? It's ever flowing, past, present, and future. Right? So going back to that, what am I talking about? That's what I do. And I'm not the only one that does it. It's channeled through your imagination. But your intuition is diluted by your thoughts and feelings. And that's where I come in. And I teach you to clear out all of that programming. I pull you out the matrix and we reprogram you with a Christ consciousness. It takes a lot of work. But anyways, there's messages that need to be said to our country at this time. There's a lot of messages that need to be said to our country. But the first one that popped in my head was getting messages from the divine. Alright, so Joe Budden had just, whatever. I don't know how, Joe Schmo. We're just going to call him Joe Schmo. No disrespect to you, but it's better than being a John. Damn, the divine is good. Anyways, he had just posted in his stories another clip of The Simpsons predicting the future. He said, how do they do it? And I told him, all imagination is a creation of the divine. It's those of us that see the vision and create the vision, and then it becomes the prophecy. We're all propheters. We're all channeling the future. It's those of us that walk through the future of our eyes that it becomes to be. If you build it, they will come. Meaning, how did the creator of The Simpsons know everything that's going to happen? Because they sit there, probably stoned, or in a creative space, which some can say something is meditation. They chill, and they wait for an idea, and they're given a vision, and they create that vision, and they share it with the world. So now the world is feeding energy to this vision, and now this vision comes to be. It's called the power of manifestation. And again, it's not within us, it's given to us, to give to the world, to make the world a better place. So how did the Simpsons know this day would come? Because the same way I knew this day would come. It was already prophesized. We had lots of clues. There's all these clues given to us all the time. They're constantly telling us what's to come. Why? Because they are our guardian angels. They are supposed to go before us and tell us and guide us. So they do so in ways that speak to each of us. So for you guys, you need to be watching The Simpsons because that's how you get your messages. For tarot readers, they need to get their cards out. For, for musicians like myself, we just need to drop the beat. You know what I mean? For all different ways, we all channel. God is speaking through us, to give messages to the world. And those messages become unbelievably abundant. Point B. So I went over to talk to Fencer, and I told Fencer I had a message for Fencer. In the middle of the message, I said something, and I was like, oh my God. That was so creative. I was like, this is for you from God. This is $1 billion baby. Did you hear what I said? In the middle of our conversation, I said this. That was for you. Only you could do that. It can only be you. This brand is for you. And you can make millions of dollars off of this by just using this image that I just spoke of. It'll make you rich and famous, and it will uplift your world, your name, and it'll share, you know what I mean, a message from God to the rest of the people. I swear to you. Just in the middle of a message, I was like, hey, did you hear what I just said? That was a message from God. Dude, you need to do that. That's worth millions of dollars. Nobody else can do it. It's got your name on it. You have to do this. Do you see? That's what they want to steal from me. It's shit like that. It just comes to me, and it's for you, worth millions and billions of dollars. And all you got to do is create it. I gave you a great idea. Are you going to create this idea and be rich and famous off of this idea given to me for you? Are you going to believe that this is for you and you could do this? He could do it real quick. He's just got to call some people. He's like, he just got inspiration that's going to make him rich and set him apart from everyone. And then the next thing I was like, this is going to make Lewis jealous. He needs to heal that. He needs to work on his jealousy and insecurities towards others. And that's just a Cain and Abel thing. How come Fencer got that? It was not mine to give. It came through me in the middle of giving him a completely different message from me to him. God intervened and said, tell him this too. This is going to make him rich. Tell him this too. Oh, shit, okay. That's a great idea, God. Especially with what's happening right now. So the message was delivered for him to have a position how he can use his name and creativity into what's about to happen. And that's how it happens. So Joe's catching the creativity that was given to the Simpson creators. But right this moment, it was given to me, to someone else to create an image for the future. And they're going to be like, how did he know this was going to be so big? Because he knows a priestess that talks to God. And the message came straight clear. I can't wait to see what he does with it. I do this often. I come to people and I tell you, God, you know what you could do? You know what I just saw for you? And that's it. I saw you in a place of greatness. If you do this, it'll come. Dang, that is the biggest earthworm I have ever seen in my life. Okay, well, I mean, I literally crawl out of the earth. You see this badass? That thing literally just crawled out of the earth while we were talking. Wow. Yeah, I see all kinds of weird shit. The earthworms. Ugh, there's a scary story. You ever seen that movie Tremors? Oh my god. Hey, they showed that again in Beetlejuice. Ew, maybe something's coming out of the ground. Release the Kraken. Anyways, so I'm full of it, right? On a Monday I am. I'm in my moon. I'm in my divine feminine. I'm receptive and catching all kinds of creativity and emotions. Okay, let's circle back. So that happened there, and there. And then the next thing that happened is I went into Kid Vicious. Man, it was vicious. Oh, was it vicious? I went into his stories. In his stories, he's got this dude. What do you say? Draco. He's got Draco talking about don't fuck with my president with a big ass AK-47. Big old black man talking about don't fuck with my president. President Trump's my president. I pledge it. Okay. Let's stop right there, people. I had to go back and talk to Royce. I said, Royce, it's happening, bro. And it already was. I already said this a long time ago. I said, Royce, this is it. This is when it happens. When you and me and Logic sit and watch them, the people we love, kill each other. And we don't get in it. We don't get in it this time. We don't save them. Their hearts are wicked and they're set out to destroy each other. We did it last time. We've done it and we cursed us. And here we are to witness it again. And it's going to hurt just as much this time. It's going to hurt more because we didn't want to feel those feelings last time. We refused to let our people die. And we got in it. And when we got in it, not only did our people die, but everyone died because we got in it. It was the worst thing we could have done. But we felt that it was the right thing to do because we didn't want to watch our people die. We stood around that fire and we made a choice. And do you know who made the choice? Logic. Logic made the choice. We don't do it this time. This is not our war. And if you don't notice that it has just become racial, then you're so ignorant. I already said this 2 weeks ago, before he took the bullet. It has begun. The Civil War will happen. The only enemy that can tear America apart is us ourselves. No foreign enemy has ever been able. They came to, you know what I mean? They came and saw, we know what happened on 9/11. And for those that don't know, 9/11 is the day that Jesus was born. That's Christmas shit. He wasn't born around Christmas. Know your facts, people. Fact check the shit out of this shit. Okay? With that being said, it's already been proclaimed. This is where it starts. The people will tear up the people. It will become just that. It starts out supposedly as North and South, but it's already bled into it. It becomes racial. It becomes too big. And the truth is no matter who you are and where you stand, you must accept that Trump is our president and will be our president. And anybody that chooses to fight that is going to cause a civil war within our lands. It's not, they didn't even give her a proper fight for us to even do it. There's nothing to fight for. You're expecting her to make promises. You're expecting this woman to go into warfare with the world leaders. While President Trump has currently took a bullet for that position. It's his position. His job is to come in and fix this. Let him do his job. And don't oppose him from doing his job. Because right now it's becoming racial. You want to stand up for the black communities and for women. Do you not understand that they just put a big old target on her? There was a target on Biden before he stepped down, and that's what I said in my video last night. He dodged the bullet that's soon to come. And once that bullet comes, and it shall, the war begins. This has all been proclaimed. This is not our war. This is a war of people's minds and their discernment to follow their leaders into battle, not knowing what they're fighting for. The black man in that video, by definition, should be standing behind his people, right? You say that. You, as a black community, you look at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're going to choose this white man over our black people? Am I right or am I wrong? It doesn't matter what she stands for. It's that you stand behind the people. And that's what's about to happen. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows that Trump is a whole fucking criminal, bro. And we've turned and they've allowed it. And they will allow it. There's nothing that will stop him. And for anybody to stand in front of him is only... You don't... It's already done, guys. And this will be. It's already started. The fires have already started, dude. And many people will die because of their beliefs. This isn't our fight. What are you fighting for? Why are you fighting for Trump or for Kamala when our whole country is set to burn? All we need is a leader to go in during a time of warfare. This has nothing to do with blacks and whites, but it immediately became so. It has nothing to do with man and women. As a woman of power, we have to understand when it is our time to shine and when it's not. She is not prepared, neither was Biden, neither is the Democratic Party prepared, nor do they have the balls to be this cutthroat, to go in and into warfare that we need. It gotta be honest. We need a killer to kill this shit. You can't send an angel into the darkness. And that's exactly what they just did. They put this woman's life in complete danger. They're going to tear her apart, and they're going to use her to, you know what I mean, to start this war between, you know what I mean? It's not about Democrats and Republicans anymore. And to be honest, I don't think it ever really was. It's about control and power. And that's what's coming out. Do you know what I mean? So, We're not supposed to get in this. This isn't our war. There are those that are very patriotic that are going to come out of the woodwork, and they're going to come out with their guns and their pitchforks, and they're going to hurt people, bro. There's going to be black people fighting white people, and there's going to be lots of casualties for this. An eye for an eye. If you live by the gun, you die by the gun. And it's a horrendous thing to see getting played out, but ultimately it is played out. And that's not our job here in this time. We're not called to fight these battles. We're not called to fight these battles, bro. And that's what just happened. Now it became a black and white. This isn't our battle, bro. Nor is the battles that are happening in the rest of the world. But you know what I mean? It's happening everywhere. There's people in, with the Russians. This isn't our battle. Why are you even here? You know what I mean? We can't do shit. I'm not going to stand up to them. My job is to go in and get those I can out of the line of fire. Those that are not here to battle. That haven't chosen a side. That just want to live in love and light and just want to get out of this. That want to be a free spirit. That don't want to be part of this anymore. That's it. Come with me if you want to live. Truthfully. That's it. I don't know how to explain this, really. The rainbow children are hitting the road, dude, and the rest of the world is going to go to war. World War III. It's about to. It doesn't change anything, you guys. You don't understand. They didn't give her a chance. It takes 3 years, dude. They have 3 years to build up, you know what I mean, a game plan for the next 4 years. At no point did she plan on being president for 4 years, nor has she made claims to be president or promises or put anything in play. She has no idea. She has no game plan to this. Why would you fight to give her a losing battle when you know America is already struggling? It's not about Democrat, and it's not about race. It's about what's best for the nation, bro. And as sad as it is, this motherfucker is gonna fucking fix some shit. He's gonna do some dirty shit to get it done, but at least he's gonna get it done. And if you don't believe me, then what have they done in the last 4 years to fix the world's problems or even our domestic problems? She has no game plan. Neither did Biden, because they knew they weren't going to win. So they had no idea, what is your 4-year plan? That's what this whole debate is about. They're supposed to sit down and debate who's got a better plan of action for the next 4 years for our country. What are you talking about? You just picked a fucking random person to put in the place to say, hey, you're about to be president. That's that woman. That's that meme. You're about to be my most important employee. Ah! What, bitch? What? Do you know what you just did to me and my life and my kids and everything? Do you know that you just started a war on this? Oh, God. Help us all. Yeah, I saw it. I was more watching the floods than that. Guys. And that's the difference. That's the heart's knowing versus the mind's understanding. My mind understands this, dude. I could not understand why that black man was about to shoot up somebody for Trump. I was very confused. But I get it. Because you believe in him. You want this man to get your fucking paycheck up. You want him to get you a job. You want him to fix the fucking monies. You want him to get your gas down. You want him to fucking make sure our food ain't this high. You want him to come give us some COVID money. I get it, bro. You have all those wants. We all have all these wants from our president and from our government. And we want them to come and fix these things that are hitting us in our neighborhoods. We want our kids safe in the school. We want to fucking quit fucking driving through these potholes, bro. Seriously. We want to feel safe in our neighbors. This all comes up to this one person up there that makes all the decisions. Our wants have to filter through, how many people to get to this person. Ultimately, we don't know her. And we don't know if she's going to answer our wants. But the truth is as sad as our wants are, President Trump wants that for us. And he'll play as dirty as it takes. He'll go talk to the dirty. He'll get down with the good fellas and the enemies on the other lines to get what we need for our country. And that's a damn shame. But right now, we need someone to protect us and put some shit in play. And I said it before, and I said it yesterday to Mr. Plum. As a human being, I cannot stand the man. But I have full respect for the title he carries, right? He has been chosen by the people, and I can honestly see why the people chose him, and I respect that he is their chosen one, and with that power, he shall execute exactly what his people want from him. And no matter what, even if we're not his people, we all want the same shit right now, bro. We want this shit to chill, bro. You know what I mean? We want better lives. We want to make America great again. And that's it, dude. It's the mind's knowing. I know you're a son of a... I know you hate women. I know everything. I know what you did last summer. I know you be on Epstein's Island. I know all this. But I know that all of that dirt is what we need to play dirty right now. Because you can't play nice right now when you're in the war for it. You can't go play, you know what I mean? Mortal Kombat out here, you know, as Glenda the savior. And it is. And I'm sorry, guys. It's not fair. It's not fair that we don't get to see a woman president yet. It's not fair that we don't get to see a black woman in power yet. But you got to understand, they set her up, bro. Any woman. We're not fit for this particular position at this time. And that's what it means to be a good leader and understand when it's time to stand down. Unfortunately, he stood down because he understood he was unfit. It's a damn shame that she doesn't realize it either. And that's it. Because she worked too hard to be fit for you, that she still has to try to be what she believes you deserve. And we do deserve one day to have a woman president. Every country deserves to see a woman in power. Every country deserves to see a woman of ethnicity that's been persecuted in their own country in power. It's empowering. But right now, to put a person, a woman, a vulnerable woman in a state of warfare, and our globe is at war, you're not giving her a fair chance to do her job. Because right now, this is a man's job. And I gotta be honest, I am the Lilith, and I am the most masculine energy that ever existed, but we're in a man's world, and right now, we need a dirty man to do this job. I hate to say it, and I said it a week ago when he got shot. We, as in the spiritual realm, stand down and understand that he is fit for this position, and this is the position that God has given to him, and we are not going to fight it, and all we're going to do is protect people as these times come. You shouldn't have an opinion. You're entitled to one, but it doesn't matter. It's based on what you've seen. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? How do you feel when I tell you that she's in danger and you didn't give her a chance and just to let her go off freely and accept what is, rather than what you want it to be? And just know that your wants and your needs and your desires will be met. We are destined to have a woman leader. As so am I here to restore the priestesses. We are destined, but this isn't the time. And that's it. It's my destiny and I want it now. No. But the truth is, she can run again. You know what I mean? Just like Biden did. At first she was a vice president, and then she can be a president. You know what I mean? But right now, don't put that on her. And don't put that on our country. Give her a chance to be a good president. Let him come in and fuck this shit up for 4 years. Let him run the fucking universe like he wants to. It can't be any worse. But as far as her trying to bring in peace at this time, this isn't a time of peace. This isn't a time of peace. We can't. And the more we try to fight for the peace by putting her in position, the more it'll create chaos and destruction. I'm sorry. Not all of the messages I deliver are great. Most of them suck ass. They really do. But it is. We're not... Again, Queen Maeve, know your battles. And yes, know that we can't save nobody but ourselves. Because what they believe is their reality. What they feel is their reality. You can't change their beliefs and their reality. That's something that only God can do. Only God can wake them up and see something differently. But how does it happen? Us. We are the different. They see us, and it inspires them to be different. We're the light workers. We bring the light in the dark times. We show them a different way in love and compassion. And that's it. I didn't favor either. This is all love and compassion to the people and what they need. I stand down from my feelings, how I feel about the shit. I feel like we should do everything we can to, in my skin to make this happen, but that's just my brain on what it wants to see the future to be. But my heart knows what we need. It's a damn shame to be in a place where you need a person like this in your life. But everybody has a purpose, and that's where I'm hearing the birds. To everything turns. There is a season, turns. She'll have her season. If she was fit for duty once, she'll be only stronger. She'll come back stronger the next time. And she'll continue to do the fight. She's not going to walk away from a fight, but understand, she wasn't given a fair fight. She's not prepared. They didn't tell her there was a possibility she could be a president. Her job was to support her president. She doesn't have a plan, and nobody planned for this. So understand that people don't fail to plan. People don't plan to fail. They fail to plan, and that's what makes the plan fail. She's going to fail because there was no plan. Nobody planned on this. Not because she's a failure and we don't love her and she's not worthy of this, but this was not the plan. And everybody's trying to throw a wrench in what's happening. They want to change what they can see is to come because they're scared of this man being in power. Yeah, he's weird. But he doesn't win unless we do. He's out there to make sure if America doesn't become great in some way, shape, or form in the next 4 years, he dies. You know what I mean? Everything he worked for in all of his life meant nothing. That's what he stands for. That's what he's coming out here to do, is to change the way things are. And he's done it before, and he's going to do it in a way that we ourselves don't necessarily like. I didn't like when he fucking sent a drone to go kill somebody in Syria, and I didn't even know why he did it. But everybody said it was the right thing to do, and, after that, everything, I don't know. He does a lot of things I don't have to agree with, but when I know that ultimately his intentions are for us, the people, let Achilles loose, bro. He's dangerous. He scares the shit out of me as a human being, too. You're like, you're just a dirty motherfucker. Our president of the United States. Woo, 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 woo. That's why they get all wild with him at his things. Bro, you don't have to stand behind him. Just stand back and watch what happens, bro. And don't get in it, because you can't stop it. And it is. We can't stop them. There's going to be crazy people out there shooting up blacks and whites now. It's not. Ugh. Why do I have to live through these times? That's it. Live in the world, but not be of it. We're all going to live in this. We're all going to witness it, but it ain't going to consume me. I'm not about that life. I know what's going on outside. I ain't part of it. That's it. I'm not the people. I'm here just to get God's people out of it. And what does that mean? Just to change their hearts. Follow me on YouTube. Let's worry about us. And then when God starts talking to you, then you're on your own. My job is just to get you cleaned up so you can talk to God. And he can get you the fuck on your path. That's all my real power is. You know what I mean? And then I got to use, my own powers as he talks to me to manifest my life. But that's what I'm here to do, is just get you to clean out your thoughts and feelings so you can hear him speaking again. And then he's got a whole, just like that. Fencer didn't know. I mean, maybe he heard it before. No, he probably did a billion times, but never thought about it. He never thought about it until somebody said, hey. If we were talking and he wasn't busy, he would have been like, dude, I thought about that before. Yeah, I only come to confirm the seed that's already been placed inside of you. I can see it too. I can see what God put in you, whether good or bad. And I'm here to tell you what I see, and let's get to it. Let's get down to business. Dude, that dude, if he's smart, he called his creative team right away. Like, what? And I told him, I was like, Lewis is going to be jealous of this. It wasn't for you, Lewis. There's no way you could have made that yours. And when you find out what it is, you're like, damn, that was totally for him. I'm telling you, but it wasn't me. I didn't come up with it. It was given to me while I was messaging something else. So to the rest of you, yeah, I am the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And that's it. That's the message from God as far as what's happening in our country. Stand down. Stand down, dude, and get back. Get back, bro. This isn't the time. We don't need to be killing each other over this. This is ancient times being played out again, bro. And if you didn't notice, in my weather report, from Texas to Maine is about to flood. In essence, in the old structure of the colonies, the South is about to flood. That's how far it went up. And now it's spread more, you know what I mean, as far as Republican. But here in Oklahoma, there was not one county that took a Biden vote. And that's just it. And I come from Colorado where we didn't even want to we fought to make sure Trump's name never even got on the ballot. We tried our hardest to make sure not to see his name on the ballot. In the essence, what? Don't vote. Don't vote. Why? Do you know that shit is completely fucking public information? Did you know that? Go put in Google, put in your name and your voter registration, and watch. It shows what you labeled yourself as, where your address was when you put it down. Some of you actually put your fucking social security number and phone numbers. Yeah, that's public information, dude. Now you're in the consensus, right? You're part of population labeled with a name and a number. The mark of the beast, if you will. And that's it. They'll be able, that's how they get these, you know what I mean? You know, that was that whole call for everybody that hasn't refinanced their warranty on their car. Where'd they get the numbers? How did they get our number? Why do they keep calling us? Because we didn't refinance our warranty. How do they know we didn't? Based on our numbers. It's all boxed up, dude. So yeah, when you go to vote, that little sticker that you wear on your shirt that said I voted is a whole mark of the beast. We can look it up and find out who you voted for. And based on that, a person will literally discriminate against you of statute based on whether you are a Democrat or a Republican. I can tell you this joke. I was telling this dirty joke in the car about something horrendous. I can't remember the joke. And these two women said they must have been conservative Republicans. I had no idea what that meant. But I was like, dang, they boxed them up as... what does that mean? What kind of people are they? I couldn't remember the joke. But that's it too. They're like, oh, they're Democrats. Even my daughter tries to figure out, which are the ones that don't believe in babies and hate gays? Okay, I'm part of them. How do you know you're a Democrat? If you put that down, you know, all the Republicans ain't gonna talk to you. Then you put libertarian. Oh, these people don't know how to choose a side. They're walking in the gray. They don't even have no loyalty to our country. You're fucking damned any way you do it. And I promise you, you want your voice to count, but it's gonna cost you. I only voted once. I voted for Biden. Why? 'Cause somebody had to stop this man. He was scaring us. I felt it. It was the first time in my life I had to I had to stand up and do something. It was the same thing, you know, Snoop Dogg, he never voted either. We all had to stand up. Everybody thinks that this is that time. It's not the time. It won't. Come on. You're just going to be disappointed. I guess other people are going to encourage you. They're all going to get out there and tell you how important it is to vote right now. But do you think it's going to change? Even the Democrats have left the Democrats. They have already lost hope and faith in their own party. She would have to get her own Democratic Party to believe in her again. Just her party, let alone the country. The Democrats don't believe in the Democratic Party anymore because the Democratic Party has failed us in the last 4 years. But loyalty will make you still go in there and put, sign all the way Democrat because, you have to be loyal to your patriotism, to your country. You know what I mean? Once a Democrat, always a Democrat. So that's literally, for those that are outside of the country, that's what it looks like. You can hit a box on there that says Democrat only and just turn it in. And that means all of your votes go to any Democrat that was on any ballot. It means just give them all to the Democrats. I don't need to know. And then there's other ones where you can choose between your Democrat and your Republican based on your states, not just that, there's only those two, but your state is doing things too. You're voting on state legislation as well. So you need to know what's right. I fucked that one all up. I vote for a tax on fucking tobacco because they said it was going to do something. And what they did fucked me up. I didn't read the fine print, and I finally got fucking printed out of that bullshit. You got to be very careful on what you're voting for and who you're giving your power to. You're giving your power of attorney to, a political figure. Your voice does count, but you're giving them the power of your voice to use it. You know what I mean? So, do you want to really give your power away this time to either of these two? Or do you want to just use your voice to yourself? Maybe keep your thoughts and your opinions to yourself this time. Maybe you don't actually stand for either of them, and you don't want to go in history as, as a supporter of either of this right this moment. You know what I mean? That's up to you. It's all in your programming. I'm just here to talk to the free spirits and, that are very confused about what to do right now. I'm just your guide and your messenger from God, and that's it. In the receptivity of everything and in my moon and in your divine feminine, you're not supposed to do nothing. Your heart tells you not to do nothing. That creator, your divine masculine in your head, definitely wants to take action on this. I'm sure your divine masculine has a lot to say about this, and he wants to take action on this, and he wants to be heard, and he wants to be part of the battle, and he's, gung-ho about what's going on. This goes back to yesterday. Stop putting that shit in your eyes. You're putting it into you so that you have to make a decision. Mr. Plum came running out to me yesterday, and he's like, did you see what's going on? Briefly. I'm not feeding it any energy. Briefly. I've already made my decision. I know how I feel about it. I'm not going to watch more of it to change, and that's what you're doing. You're feeding yourself more and more of it so that you can make a calculated decision on where you stand. You're just being a stan. Stop that. Don't watch this. You know what I mean? You're feeding it energy. I told you that. This is all just a show. And that's what I mean. Don't entertain people that are, that want to have this conversation. They always said that since the beginning. Don't talk about politics or religion. We're not going to talk about this. I don't want to talk about Trump or I'm not talking about Democrats and Republicans. And then if you say that, then you eliminate the actual real elephant in the room, which is race. It's become extremely serious about race right now. The race is about race. Damn, see? I'm hella creative. That's what's happening. This is a war on racism. As Kanye said, Jesus walks, bro. This is for real. This is super for real. These are really the times. It's the time of the season for love. And that's what I hit Lewis with it 2 days ago, or a week ago. I was like, you can't be my man because you're not black and proud. I'm very black and proud. And I'm proud enough of the black people to understand that this is a white man's battle and we're not going to lose our black people going into this battle. I'm going to protect my black people from a white man's war. Do you remember Vietnam? Yeah, I'm here. We're going to protect our black people from going into a white man's war. This isn't our war. They're trying to turn us against each other. Don't do this. And they're trying to make it against men and women, dude, too. They have created a whole fucking battlefield here. Dude, it's the battle royale, is what I heard. Has everybody got their skins? I got that Eminem skin. Bang. Bang is what it says. Abracadabra. I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh. I know, I'm not riding with Lewis and his dog. He's gonna get us shot down. Is that a black man? In the South? Shoot him! You think it's not real? It's about to get real. Bring Boho down here. Let's see how she do out here with her titties hanging out. Damn hoe. You dumb hoe. You dumb hoe. It's a hoe down. Marshall, write that down. You can have that one. It's a hoe down. Oh, God. Take her to the watering hole. That's what they call them down here. They call the bars and clubs and, you know, and dive bars and stuff where you go to have a drink. They call it the watering hole. It's a hoe down at the watering hole. Ya vienen la chona. Da, 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 da. I'm full of shit, right? You guys hate me. I know. I'm only supposed to make light of this bullshit that we're walking through. Though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I have no fear. Here I come to save the day. I know. Come with me if you want to live. What are we going to do? I don't know. We're going to travel the lands and spread the words and get the fuck up out of here. We're getting the fuck up out of Dodge. Hey. Am I planning on voting? I should vote for the woman? Tell me why. Here we go. See? It's all over. She woke up like this. You woke up on this? Where'd you come up with it? Come here, talk to us. I was just having this conversation.
Not only is she younger, she's not an old man.
She's not an old white man?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's really young, and she's not just falling asleep on the
Where did this come from? You were just awake. Who decided to make you, you know, get up, stand up and fight for our rights?
I don't know.
You just woke up like, I want to vote for this woman?
Yeah.
And I'm ready to fight for her? Yeah, it's in the energy.
Just vote for the woman, Mom. I'm not
Vote for the woman.
So you gotta do it for me.
I'm not old enough. Do it for me. Can you buy me? Can you buy my vote for me? Only in America. It's real. Did you see it? I told you. She's a Sagittarius. She feels it too. She's like, we gotta fight for this woman. Guys, stand down. I gotta go tell Joan of Arc to not shave her head today. As I'm telling the rest of you fucking skinheads. Gosh. Don't do this, guys. Don't repeat history. I mean, I guess we can't. It's going to happen. But the point is those of us that are here to break karma, we break the lines. We have to relive history to break it. It's going to be some scary times. Don't own a gun. If you live by the gun, you die by the gun. What does that mean? That means that you're already manifesting that you will need it. You are manifesting that you will need to take someone's life. Get that manifestation out of your life right now. Do you understand that? That you have a gun because you believe that you need this protection. You believe that you're not going to be protecting yourself from an animal, but from a human being. You have already manifested that you're going to take out this weapon and take someone's life. In the instance, you have already given yourself permission to take life. Get the guns out of your house. Why? Because if you're not going to, someone else is going to use that gun and take your life. It's an energy. I'm serious. Why do people own guns? Fear. What are they going to use those guns for? Against another human being is their fear. They've been manifesting this shit for a long fucking time. If you walk up and you put your hands up and you don't got a weapon, there's a better chance of you living. Because when the police see that you got a weapon, they're going to shoot you. I'm going to get you before you get me. Live by the gun, die by the gun. Get rid of that energy off of you. The gun is to make you feel powerful, but you're not. You're asking for trouble by holding that power. With great power comes great responsibility. And that's what it is. Why do you have a gun? Because you believe you need this to protect yourself from another human being. Which means you believe that it is okay for you to take another human being's life. Those beliefs and the fear that is to come is going to actually manifest, and you might actually take somebody's life because you were scared. And what if you shot somebody that just was hungry? What if you shot somebody that was running from running to you for help instead of running to you to hurt you? We all see a weapon and we all become fearful. If I see you have a gun, then now I'm on defense and I've got to watch myself around you. Because I don't know if you're going to harm me with that gun. Do you understand the energy and stuff that's going on right now? We fought hard to have guns. It's our amendment right, and it is huge here in the South. You're not taking their guns. Why? Because they're going to use them when they need to. You're not taking their right to take another human's life. Do you understand what we've created? We've given them permission to take people's lives. Nobody uses these guns for hunting, to feed their family. They use them to take lives. So when you go out there and you're scared, as we walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, you're not supposed to fear man. Would you rather take his life and live the rest of your life knowing you were a killer and you sinned by God? You took another man's life to protect your own? That your life was more important than theirs? That's what we're taught. We're taught that our life is more important than theirs. But that's not what the Bible says. As I'm in the Bible Belt and everyone's, getting their guns ready. Yeah. It's the mind's knowing versus the heart's understanding. I know you didn't want to hear it, but you know what I'm saying is true. You can feel it in your heart. She's right. She's completely right. I carry a gun because I'm going to shoot, because I'm afraid I'll have to shoot someone. And if I shoot someone, I am a killer. I am a murderer. No matter how I tell everyone that I defended myself, I took life because my life was more important. And that's the truth. If you're going to come at me with a gun, I'm going to tell you I have nothing. You're welcome to whatever, but I have nothing to harm you. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to hurt you. And that's the difference. The meek shall inherit the earth. It's not that I'm an easy target. It's that I'm not a mark. There's nothing here. There's nothing here for you. You're welcome. Take whatever you want. Gold, it's my gift to you. Silver, it's my gift to you. I didn't come here for such things. I came here for my name to be written in the stars. Truthfully, that's what it is. It's going to get bad. It's going to get bad. Even my daughter, you saw her. She woke up on that shit. Ready to fight. Stand down, people. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt the ego to sit down and not stand up. And that's your ego. Your ego wants to get up and do something. It has an opinion. It has a place. It wants to stand up. Your feminine spirit is always to sit down. It's up to you. Hey, I love you. Laters. We'll put some cards laters. Laters, haters.